EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 47-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Mostert.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
On first down, Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle by Quan.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
57, Mike, 57.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
54-yard attempt.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go play action here on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, San Francisco.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kick by Bass is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brought him down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
57, Mike, 57.
From the 38, Murray. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Peterson. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Well, they'd be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Working from the gun. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And a 49er 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds downs inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier. Jaquaski Tart on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And some room to maneuver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 49ers' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
57, come on. Hey, I'm coming.
Murray going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Running, it's Drake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Lucky.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
line. Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Diggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the 49er first down.
Mike, here we go. Ready? I got you. Hey, alert three. Box twist.
11. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
San Francisco.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Mostert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180.
On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
McKinnon, the Niner ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 7 from the 20. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after try forthcoming. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Score Cardinals 20, 49ers 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a draw play with Drake. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
Incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Simmons on the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's letting this one go for Fuller. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Murray now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Now 2nd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Murray. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, now Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Garoppolo's pass.
Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Gain of 15.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's a gain of
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
56 right there, 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 56, Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Go, D. Let's go.
Now Murray again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A gain of 43 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down at 4, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mostert. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that will be incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, there'll be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First down, 49ers.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Number 11.
Brandon Ayuk, 37 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Cardinals 32, 49ers 30. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Mostert. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the 49er first down.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for San Francisco, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down? Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I cried. Shout out
it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and